Kelly, how are you?
Hey, Dwayne, I'm doing fine. It's good to see you on your show.
Yes, it's good to see you on the show here.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming out.
Thank you. Your show makes you look even more handsome.
Oh, well, thank you. And you look beautiful as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's what's important, right?
Uh,
As long as your hair looks good, life
That's
is all
right.
right.
That's right. That's right. So we started out, you and I, you interviewed me, and then there was this whole uh, explosion took place with what we're doing together. And I know that a lot of people know about this, and there's also a lot that don't know about this. So I wanted to you today and just discuss with you and share with everyone what we're up to. It started out with an interview, and then we talked about doing a tour, and now we're on our way. And um, this is a kind of a wonderful explosion, isn't it?
Yeah, it was definitely not what I expected, and it was fast. I felt when it happened, but it was just right. The timing was right.
Hmm.
I trusted you, and it all worked itself out.
Yeah, yeah.
And this became very organic. That's what
Hmm.
surprised me. Is this was not really our idea. This
Yeah.
is They asked for this. They
Hmm.
asked for you and I to be doing this.
I know. And it's exploded ever since. I mean, more and more people now we started off with just basically thinking about one event, and now the events have spread, to other countries even,
Yeah.
Uh, so working with the US first, and then Canada, and then into Europe, eh?
Mhm.
They all want to come out to this God consciousness tour.
Yeah, we even have people in Canada. Like the last thing I did, we had a comment. Someone in Canada wants to go ahead and buy tickets, and they don't even know when it is or where it is, and
Yeah.
they're ready to buy tickets. So they they want this desperately.
Yes, yes, and it's time. It's time for this uh, God consciousness, for us to raise to this God consciousness. It's just time. I know you're getting messages. I'm getting messages that this is open for this at this point. And yeah.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I'm getting it from everybody. And I am interviewed on radio shows and other shows. They know about this and
Hmm.
they are so interested in it. And
Hmm.
they are telling me it's time. It
Yeah.
is time because we have needed this change for a while.
Yes, and it's simply moving from a level of consciousness to another level of consciousness. One consciousness being hypnotized in the trap of societal hypnosis, and moving out to our true nature. Moving out to who we truly are, and it's fun to see it unfolding, isn't it?
Yes, this is just, I can't believe what's going on. When all of this happens, it's just been insane. The people that have come forward to help,
Mm,
and they just want to do something to help. At the beginning, it was like, we want to give back to you, Kelly, because you had helped us. And then it was like, okay, let us pay you. You're like, no, no, no. We want this. The world needs this. So we are not dealing with a bunch of money hungry people. We're
mm,
dealing with people who want to put out something that is good for this planet.
mm.
And those are the people that are going to be coming to this event.
Yeah,
For those that have their heart in it, that truly came to this planet for change and not just for the free ride.
yeah. Exactly. So many people that I work with and I've interviewed and whatever. I mean, it's just a absolute truth that you see that they've come here from somewhere else, a different consciousness, and they're just waiting to come out and begin to express who they are and express what they brought with them as far as wisdom and knowledge. And this is exactly what this tour is all about, is helping people to come out into the open with this, right? Isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and this is permanent change too. These are
Hmm.
not band-aids at all because I've been in the system trying to deal with things.
Hmm.
And not only do you feel like crap when you're in the middle of dealing with things, if
Yeah.
you have any kind of an aha moment or a, oh, I feel better, it is so temporary.
Hmm.
And then it goes away because you haven't fixed anything. This helps people to truly fix things.
I think, Kelly, just now the thought hit me is as you were explaining that everything else besides stepping into your who you truly are, everything else is a symptom. And
Mhm.
it's just a symptom of not stepping into who you are. And so when you this is what makes it so permanent is when you step into who you are and you actually become this consciousness yourself, then it washes these other things. You can start working on them and washing them away permanently. Yeah. And it's a it's a great thing to go on tour and be able to help people understand this consciousness and step into it themselves during the during the tour. We have Long Beach coming up, and then the Bay Area next. I just got word that the dates are just about settled for the Bay Area now. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah, so uh, but our first stop is the Hotel Maya in Long Beach, and the dates I'll have put up here on this video for people and the location and everything. But that's pretty exciting. I mean,
I know. We actually got it said. All this time, everything takes time.
yeah.
And this has taken, I think, the appropriate amount of time
Hmm.
because you don't want to rush into anything. And I say this happens fast. It
Hmm.
did happen really fast, but we did a whole lot of deep thinking
Yeah.
and going inward and making sure this was the right thing to do and putting it out to the universe, if you will, whatever you want to call it, and seeing if the universe supports this. And every time I turn around, and these are in all different areas of my life,
Hmm.
things are starting to work out
Hmm.
for this to happen.
Hmm. Hmm.
So everything has worked out. I've got the green light, the go, the yes on everything.
Yeah. Yeah. And we have a lot of people. Like I just want people to know we have a lot of people helping us to put this together. It's not just us, and we have so many people that are administrators on the group pages in Facebook. And if you want to look it up, you simply go Kelly and Dwaine, Kelli, and Dwaine, Dwaine, the Raw Truth Tour, and then you'll see on Facebook all the different groups you can join. I got that correct, didn't I, Kelly?
Yeah, and I noticed both of us have an I. Both of us have one I in our first name.
Oh, is that
That's
right?
freaking awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, because my whole life I'm like Kelly. I'm like Kelly with an I.
yeah,
Have to
yeah.
because they
Dwaine
always
with an I. It
Dwayne with an I, Kelly with an I, Dwayne with.
it's very rare to have Dwaine with an I. Yeah,
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 and you got two, but just
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. It's good.
I love it.
So so then once we're in the Bay Area, we're starting off in Long Beach, and then the Bay Area, and then I think what is it, Florida after that?
Yeah, it looks like we're going to hop over to Florida, and we'll see, New York most
Hmm.
likely after that,
Yeah.
and cross our fingers. Nobody loves me in Texas. Here I am in Texas. Nobody loves me, Dwayne. So the Texas one is getting kind of slow
Hmm.
in coming, but yeah, I think we're gonna have a Texas one.
And then there's Sweden and Norway, um, and that's coming too. That's building too. So, uh, but there's other, I mean, stops here in Canada we can make as well. So if anybody else is interested in having us come and do this God consciousness activation, um, we're open to other venues as well. So yeah, it's exciting times.
I know.
Yeah.
Getting out of my comfort zone, that's for sure. Yeah, I've been lying awake some nights. You know how at the evening everything just gets bigger
Mm-hmm.
than it is, you know. So I just envision myself like going on stage and like, oh my gosh, now what? Because
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm in my living room. That's it. I'm in my living room. This is what I do in my living room, and I'm going to be there, present with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be really spectacular for me and a huge growing experience. I'm sure for you. No, you've done stuff like this before.
On a smaller scale, yes, but remember, we've got each other up there too.
That's true. That's
You know,
true.
and so uh, I might need a catcher too. So
I
back
can
and
catch
forth.
you.
Yeah, okay, good.
I can catch you.
Yeah,
As long as I don't have my pretty shoes on, then you're on your own.
yeah. Fall flat on the floor, man.
Flat, you're going to just fall flat on the floor.
Yeah,
We'll have to get a volunteer to come pick you up. That's
that's
what I
right.
was thinking. What if I fall down? Like, what if I slip and fall down? Like, there is no graceful way of getting up. So I guess what I'll do is just ask people from the audience, like, I'm no Madonna, but I want to get up gracefully like Madonna does.
Mhm.
When she fell down, and they
Yeah.
like surrounded her so you couldn't see while she got up. It's like I need my Madonna crew just in case. I want to wear pretty shoes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, as we move on with this, uh, we're helping people to understand that there's another consciousness within them that's always been there. It's just been asleep. As they wake up into that consciousness, they're going to be helping other people do the same thing, and this spreads. And this new consciousness, well, it's not a new, it's ancient, but everyone's felt that there is something more to them than what they're doing, and they've all had dreams of doing something more, but then are stopped. And so what we're going to help people do is to remove the blocks that stop them from stepping into, help them to remove their own blocks, and step into this consciousness. In doing so, then that filters through like the 100 monkeys, and where it goes through consciousness itself. Other people are going to be waking up to this sort of thing. So what we're doing is a wonderful thing. If you have a chance to check out Kelly's channel, The Raw Truth, or the
Oh, Kelly and the Raw.
Kelly and the Raw,
Mm-hmm.
and you go through her videos, there's a couple of videos of us, two videos that we did, and one was a God consciousness
We
activity.
got three now.
Well, we have three now, yeah.
Yeah, we have three now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and those are going to be on the Naked Truth
Mm-hmm.
with Kelly and the Raw. Is where you will find those. So yeah, when I met Dwaine, I had a near death experience in 2010. And when that happened, I didn't know what to call it, but I accessed God consciousness. You were just there. That was your vibrational state. You were in God consciousness where you know everything. You touch the entire universe at one time. You've got all the knowledge and the information. You just understand the universe. After that point, you know what everything is. You understood why you came to this planet and what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come back after you die, and you come back. I chose to come back. I'm one of the only people that says, no, I'm going back. Everybody else is kicking and screaming to stay where they were. And I'm just like, well, some days it's like, seriously, why did I come back? But after I came back into this filtered body,
Mm-hmm.
this very malfunctioning, filtered, dense, heavy body. I came back into. And then where's your support group? You don't have a support group. You're your own support group because everybody thinks you're crazy. If you're in a religious family like I am,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like, Kelly, you've been deceived. You're going to hell. You need to get right with Jesus, and all these things to deal with. And
Yeah.
the gravity was the number one thing that really pissed me off was gravity. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
so hard. It took me 2 years for us to make friends again, gravity and I. So in all this, you just completely, I tried to stay, after you die and come back, you're mostly out of your body. So
Mm-hmm.
you're still in that state of God consciousness when you come back. And you hover I guess, or I did, at least 50 to 100 feet above your body, looking down. You are able to read everybody's mind, understand every single situation, and you function from up here. So that was hard, though, because I was functioning outside my body most of the time. I didn't want to relate to people on this planet. I didn't want to do anything. So that was very detrimental in what I was needing to do. So it finally got to the point, it took several months, and I finally became what I call solid again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I did not like that feeling of being solid. Then after I became solid, then you get all the, oh, the world is, conspiracies that,
Mm-hmm.
you get all caught up in everything. And then it's like, oh my gosh, how do I get back to that place?
Mm-hmm.
How do I get back to that place that I was in that was so wonderful? But I want to be able to get back to that place, but not just have my head in the clouds all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to function on this planet, be able to relate to people. Because for a while, when you got back from dying, it was like everybody was here, and you are so up here that you are lonely. You're just so completely lonely because you can't relate to anybody or what they're feeling or what they're thinking or what they're doing. And I'm not saying I was superior. That's not what I mean at all. It's just you're on a completely different level of consciousness where they're worried about all the little stuff, and I'm like, hey, you guys are in a video game. We're in a video game. So the cool thing about the God consciousness that you helped me to find, or that place to get into,
Mm-hmm.
is that I can call it in, and I can get into that state of God consciousness, and I can function appropriately in public and in
Mm-hmm.
society, where it doesn't draw any attention or people think, okay, what's going on with her? And I can get into that all-knowing place, that place where you can get the big picture and get the solutions to everything and fix things inside the matrix from outside the matrix. And you don't feel like you need to be checked into, facility. Because seriously, that's how you feel when you are in a state of God consciousness and you're in this third dimension.
Yeah.
That is so hard. But the way that you helped me to do it, it's easy to be in this dimension and to function in this dimension while being in the state of God consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a happy medium, I'd say,
Mm-hmm.
a very happy medium.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because yeah, you're of this world, but you're not in this world, literally, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
some call it the observer position, but this is more yet than just observing, because you do feel that, like I heard you talk about that. Uh, you really had the feeling that you were superior to your social consciousness. You were above it, and in that you get to work with it. You can work with it and smooth it out. You can change things. You do your own work on yourself as far as healing. So it really puts the power back into your hands.
Control. I mean, that's what it was
Mm-hmm.
all about. When I died and came back, although there were some really great aspects to it, I didn't have control over it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how to. And this is something that you've helped to teach me,
Mm-hmm.
is how to control this. Like, I help to teach people how to control their psychic abilities.
Yes.
Because that's why most people end up in mental institutions. They have psychic abilities out of control, or they are having to be medicated
Yeah.
because they've got ADD and ADHD and dyslexia, which are all psychic abilities that are out of control.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how I felt after coming back. Like, oh my gosh, this is out of control. I can't control anything, but I don't want to be back in this dense body. So you're very, very out of balance. This God consciousness gives you that control,
Mm-hmm.
that you can turn it off. If you just suddenly, for some reason, you just want to be, just go to the movies and not know the ending of the movie, you can turn it off.
Yeah. 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 Exactly. Um, exactly. And this consciousness, for people who um, don't know about it, it's always been within us. It's just been the sleeping giant. It's just the sleeping. Uh, and when you do a certain activation technique, you can awaken it inside of yourself, and you come right into it. Right?
Yeah, I tried to wake myself up before I died.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tried and tried, even to the point of slapping my own face, which is like, we grew up Baptist, so there was no hitting. There was no slapping or hitting growing up. But I was slapping myself in my own face, trying to wake myself up. Didn't work. And the only thing it took was me dying and
Mm-hmm.
going into that place of God consciousness and going out of my body. And then it's like, okay, this is so real. I'm not talking where we are right now. I'm talking outside of this body. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's what's real, is outside
Yep.
of your body. Because dying is like waking up.
Mm-hmm.
So you think waking up on this planet is something, you wait till you die. It is the
Mm-hmm.
ultimate of, oh, that's what was going
Now
on.
I remember.
Now I remember. I remember everything. So that is waking up. And getting into the state of God consciousness is, as far without dying, is, I think, the closest to completely waking up that you can get.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yep.
Without being scared or have the adjustment period to the God consciousness thing was very slight compared to it takes 15 years to get over a near death experience.
Mm-hmm.
But God consciousness, you got control over it, in a few hours to a day.
And I remember when we did that, because we did that live with you on the air, and in the second interview, and the second interview I think is called God Consciousness Activation or something like that. Is that the one thing that you said is that this I remember. So it's not like something new that's happening to you. It's something, because this God consciousness is ancient. You've never been born. You have never died. You're eternal. And in this state of God consciousness, you remember that. And it's like remembering rather than something strange happening to you. It's a remembering that happens.
Oh, exactly. And
Uh,
it's more subtle. I mean, when I say subtle, it's not subtle, but it's got round edges. Is that the
Yeah,
best way to put it?
yeah.
Like when you die, it's like pokey, sharp, edge is like, oh, it's very raw and I don't know what to do. This is very, like I said, controlled. It's got nice round edges.
Mm.
You don't get into any areas that make you uncomfortable or that you go, gosh, I don't know what's going on. I'm scared, like you do when you die.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, so this is a much better way of waking up than dying. I would support this one 100%.
So we're doing a full day event in Long Beach, California. It's at the Hotel Maya, um, and that starts July 11th. That's when it is, eh?
Hmm.
And we'll start about 10 o'clock. Is that right? VIPs come in a little earlier for something we have to do with the VIPs at 9 o'clock.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah, and this is very reasonably priced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I found out after we were trying to figure out how much do we charge. I don't know. We got to make sure we pay the bills and
Mm-hmm.
and get the venue paid for, the food and the travel and all of that paid for. So that's what we took into consideration when we set the prices, is to make sure that we get the bills paid. And after we set the prices, I looked around and, we're the cheapest show in town. So
Mm-hmm.
it seems other people are asking outrageous amounts of money for their workshops.
Mm-hmm.
So this is cool. And, I can see it because they're just gobbling up the VIP seats.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
VIP tickets are going like crazy. That tells us we priced it too low. That's okay. I don't think anybody's complaining.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
No, well,
we're getting the bills paid,
yeah,
so that's
that's right.
that's what's
It's all
important.
working out. So
It's
it's not.
working out.
It's not cheap to rent these rooms, eh?
No, it's not.
And the flights and everything else that is taken. And I got my passport. I should have brought it with me and showed people. Got my ticket to fly. Yep, this is good.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I
and
know. I'm flying Virgin.
are you? Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
I'm not a flying Virgin. I'm flying Virgin this time. So
Yeah, I think I'm flying. I don't know. I should see.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Virgin. I think
I've never flown Virgin before. We'll see. They
okay.
gave me a choice. You could have like vegan and vegetarian, and so I got like a vegetarian raw meal.
Hmm. Wow.
Like that'll work.
Well, I'm only up in the air for 3 hours, so I don't know if they're even going
Oh,
to
me
feed me.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only 3 hours. They're gonna feed us.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Oh, good. Yeah. I didn't get a choice. No, it was like take whatever. Yeah. So I think they're probably roasting some wieners or something like that. Have a hot dog.
Who knows? You probably just get peanuts and that's it.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Just hope they're roasted.
Yeah. Well, okay. I thought I'd just and I'll have the ad at the end here so that people know where to go. Our website is thetruthtours.com. Right? No, the Raw Truth
The Raw Truth Tour.
Tours.
But okay, here's the deal. I put it. It's called the Raw Truth Tour.
Mm-hmm.
Wildapricot.org.
Mm-hmm.
But let me see what comes up.
So you have to put Raw Truth Tours, the rawtruthtours.com.
Yes. But when you actually get there, it says the Raw Truth Tour. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's fixable.
Well, what happened was that they needed another fee to make our actual link be the main link. Otherwise, they feed off the link. So, and we'll get that done. And just we have to pay bills and
They'll find us.
yeah,
You guys will find us.
yeah. So as long as they type in the Raw Truth Tours with an S.com, they'll get us.
Correct.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Kelly. Thank you very much for taking the time to
Well, thank you.
chat with me.
Yes. Yes. This has been an exciting thing so far and only amazing things to come in the future.
Mm-hmm. And thank you, everyone, for helping and assisting us in this, because we have many people that are working behind the scenes helping this come together and bringing people together and managing Facebook pages and everything. So thank you, everyone.
Oh, yes. Thank you. We could not have done this without you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this wouldn't have even happened without any of them.
Right. Yeah.
You guys are the ones that are leading this.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are the ones that are doing this, not us. We're along for the ride. Yes, I volunteered. I said, yes, I will do it.
Yeah.
And then since you guys, picked up and said, well, okay, if you're going to do this, so we're going to plan this, so I have to be there.
Right.
I committed. I agreed to doing it.
Okay. Good. Okay. Thank you, Kelly.
Oh, thank you, Dwaine.
And we'll talk again soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh.